What up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Let me sign in over here. I'm going to sign in over here. I'm going to get in the chat with y'all again tonight. I'm going to get in the chat with y'all tonight. All right, let me sign into the chat. We here, we here. How everybody doing tonight? Thanks for joining the stream. It's your boy on Slow Tree. Let's get it, man. 8 o'clock. Let me go to the YouTube. I'm sorry, let me go to the Facebook and drop the Facebook. Let me drop it on the Facebook right now, man. Let me let them know we're here. Let me share this to the Facebook. Give me a second, yo. Don't forget, jump up in here. Jay Boogie's in the building. Jay Boogie, what's going on? Let me just send this over to the Facebook. All right, all right, all right, all right. Facebook has been notified. How's everybody doing tonight? Jay Boogie didn't answer your phone to me all day. Well, you see what happened was there was a lot of stuff going on today, and there is a button called leave a message, so you can always leave a message. All right, thanks for joining the stream, everybody. We're gonna get right up here to it, man. Hope everybody's doing good. What we got here? We got Jay Boogie in the building. We got JK Numbers. JK, what's going on? Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Let me know what you guys are drinking tonight. Let me know if you guys got something to drink. No water this week, y'all. No water this week. This week we're doing something. We're going back to a little something. So no water tonight. Drop the comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys are drinking tonight. Tonight we're doing something a little bit different, y'all. All right. We got JK Numbers said no more free Bobby. He says stay free. We're gonna talk about Bobby Shmurda tonight, amongst other things. Bobby Shmurda is home. That's right. You guys heard it. There's a lot of hoopla going around right now. We got Marlon Jones in the building. Yeah. All right, everybody, don't forget, Stack Jones is going to call in sometime tonight. So sometime tonight, Stack Jones is going to call in, the director for New York City Addictions. He's going to call in. He's going to give us the word on the streets. He's going to let us know what's going on out there in these New York City streets, man. New York City Addictions is going to be calling in sometime live into the show. So y'all stay tuned for that. New York City Addictions is going to give us what's going on out here in these streets in New York. Give you all a little bit of word on the street. All right, so we're going to look out for that tonight. Stack Jones, thanks for joining the stream. Looking forward to your call. So we're going to talk about Bobby Shmurda, man. Bobby Shmurda is home. So recently, Kodak Black got paroled. Not paroled. He got Trump gave him whatever it was called. My bad, I can't think right now. And now Bobby Shmurda has done his time and is back home. So I want to talk to you guys about that. I want to know what you guys feel about that. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know, how do you guys feel about Bobby Shmurda being back home? If you don't know the backstory, kind of the backstory is, I believe they got caught up with some gun charges, and Bobby could have got less time if he spoke on other individuals who had also gun charges, but decided not to, in order to get a lower time for his. It's complicated, but right now he's home. I want to know how you guys feel about that. What do you guys think about Bobby Shmurda being home? Also, Jay-Z sells 50% of Ace of Spades to the owners of Dom Perignon and Hennessy. We're going to talk today about two things. Is Jay-Z the ultimate businessman in hip-hop? And why do people hate on Hova at this point? All right, so it's going to be two sections to that Jay-Z. All right, is he the ultimate businessman in hip hop. And why do people, I still see people posted about, oh, he's a sellout, or he's not doing this, or he's not doing that. But every time you turn around, there's some sort of Jay-Z news with something, in my view, positive. He helped Meek Mill with his situation. He assisted Breonna Taylor with their situation with some bills. He's worked with the NFL to send some millions to assist some people. He assisted with getting the halftime show for the NFL. He's doing a cannabis business. And now you see him working. Well, he sold half of his business over to Dom Perignon Hennessy. So he's making business moves. Why do people frown on that? And is he the ultimate businessman? Let me know what you guys drinking tonight. No water tonight, y'all. We backing off the water tonight. We back on some BS tonight. So no water tonight. Let's hit the chat. Again, thank you, Jay Boogie, joining the stream. Thank you, JK Numbers. Thank you, Marlon Jones. We got Killer Kev. Killer Kev, thanks for joining the stream. Shout out to Killer Kev. I haven't seen Diamond Onyx. Diamond Onyx is probably sleeping. I haven't seen Jason. Jason's probably at work. Jason's always working, so we're going to see where they at. Killer Kev Dog says, Bobby kept it solid. So again, like I just said, there was an opportunity for Bobby to come home early. Okay? There was an opportunity for him to come home much sooner than the 6-7 years that he did. All he had to do was give some information from some other people, allegedly, and he probably would have gotten less time. You're already seeing what happened with 6ix9ine. He was home within 2 years. Bobby had the chance to come home much earlier than 6 to 7 years. And as Killer Kev Dog just says, Bobby kept it solid. Now he's home. What I want to focus on is he going to go back to jail anytime soon? And then don't read nothing bad into it. Kind of. This is what I want to focus on. Bobby Shmurda just got released from jail. Did over 6 years where he's locked up, right? Times have changed a little since he's been away. Maybe he's up on some things, maybe he's not. A lot of these entertainers, when they're released, they still have many, many years of parole. So because Bobby is released, it does not mean that he's scot-free. Remember, a lot of these guys still have years and years and years of parole. Okay, so when Boosie came home, Boosie explained he had years of parole he had to go through before he could smoke on camera, before he could drink, before you could be around other fellas. Same thing with Remy Ma. When Remy Ma came home, Remy Ma explained to everybody she still had to wear an anchor monitor at a certain point. She was still on parole for many years. She couldn't travel to certain states. She couldn't travel abroad. A lot of times she was under house arrest. So what I'm trying to say is there is a lot of eyes that are going to be on Bobby Shmurda. And I'm not talking about us, the regular people, the fans. Police and authorities have changed the way they monitor people now. Okay? You don't need the hip-hop police to follow you around like they used to. You don't need the cops running your plates whenever you go in there or following you here and there or wherever you go. No. A lot of times now, these authorities, they're watching your social media. They're watching the videos that you're posting. They're watching your Instagram lives. Who's in your Instagram lives? Where are you in your Instagram lives? What's going on in your Instagram lives? They're watching your Twitter. So my question to y'all is, will Bobby get caught up with something simple? Being around the wrong person. Somebody doing something on Instagram Live when he's in the picture. I want to hear what you guys got to think about this. I'm gonna hit the chat one more time. Marlon Jones says, "Yeah, you heard. All right. Killer kept dog. Bobby kept it solid." Marlon says, "Nope." Marlon says, "Dr. Dre is the ultimate hip hop um, entrepreneur." So Dr. Dre, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. Dr. Dre's been doing it for a long time, and Dr. Dre did cut that Beats deal. So okay, Jayla says, to be honest, I kind of don't care. I don't even listen to him just to put an answer in. Okay, all right. If you don't, yeah, yeah, it's okay not to care. JK numbers: Jay Z, Dr. Dre, and Master P. That's a good list. That's a good list, man. Master P was so-called just doing that is that the Adidas? Is Adidas or Reebok? I think it's the Reebok deal. Master P was just trying to close, and Master P is doing his thing with his shoes. Master P is doing movies. So yeah, that's a good list. Jay Z, Dr. Dre, Master P. Shout. Marlon Jones says Jay Z number two. Killer Cap Dog said, I hope he doesn't lose his voice like Shine did. Oh man, I don't think so. I saw a video. I saw a video with Bobby coming off in the jet. He was in the jet. I saw him do a video talking to his moms. Saw him do another video where he was at a party with Funk Flex and some others celebrating. So from what I've heard from him, it doesn't sound like he's lost his voice. So it looks like he's already working on new music. So we're gonna hear pretty soon. Killer Kev. Marlon says Cameron, as a businessman, he's smart. He got his own toilet paper. Cameron does make a lot of business moves. That is facts. But again, when we're talking about Cameron, okay, when we're talking about Cameron, we're talking about somebody that just sold 50% of Ace of Spades. Okay? Let me give y'all some info. Let me give y'all some info on that Jay-Z deal. Just a few pieces of info. All right? All right, so this is just some info that I put together from the Jay-Z deal, right? So it reads, a bottle of Almond, which is Ace of Spades, a bottle of Ace of Spades Brute Gold retails for $300. And he goes for 25, 40, 55. You got champagne. You got the champagne. When you're buying champagne for New Year, most of the times you're buying the 40, the $50 bottle. Some people might buy $80 bottle. Ace of Spades, the Brute Gold, the low end Ace of Spades goes for $300. I'm gonna continue, which weighs about 100 pounds and sells for around $275,000. So the story goes on. What we could bring to the brand, which is already very successful, is the sheer power of our international distribution network. So these are the guys at Moet talking about how they can expand Ace of Spades. This is the final piece I'm going to give you all right here. The brand, which is known by the nickname Ace of Spades, sold more than 500,000 bottles in 2019. 500,000. And the low end bottle of Ace of Spades is $300. And they sold over 500,000 bottles in 2019. Think of the numbers there for a second. So we're talking about Bobby Shmurda. We're talking about Jay-Z. We're also talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. This was big, man. I love when I saw this story. This was an amazing story. They just released the list of nominations for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and there's some interesting names on that list. And again, remember, this is just the nomination. This is not the final. They're still voting. Fans can vote, and then they have the committee that's going to vote. So this is just the early list. All right, before I give you all the early list, I'm going to hit the comments one more time. Diamond Onyx is in the building. Diamond Onyx finally woke up, yo. She was taking one of those little power naps. Diamond Onyx is here. Diamond Onyx, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. Let me go in the chat with y'all. Let me go in the chat. Let me hit up Diamond. Let me just show some appreciation. Thanks for joining the stream, Diamond Onyx. Let me hit the chat one more time. So Marlon Jones said, Cameron, as a businessman, he's smart. He got his own toilet paper. Diamond Onyx said, hey, 16 balls in chat. Let me go tag the thumbs up button. That's right. Don't forget, as soon as you hit the chat, give us a thumbs up. Give us a share. Share this if you haven't shared it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Marlon Jones says, Soulja Boy also got businesses. Yes, Soulja Boy is well known for the allegedly fake video consoles, but we're not going to talk about that today. Shout out to Soulja Boy with the fake consoles. Marlon says, yep, he will get caught up in a RICO or violation. So, like Marlon is saying, Bobby Shmurda and guys like Kodak Black, who's just been released, they have to be very careful. Okay, they have to be very careful of who they have around them, who they move around, what you post, what you do on social media. Again, the authorities are not following you around like they used to. Okay, they're not following you around. They're not sending somebody to watch you. The hip hop police is not like that. It's not like that anymore. Everything that we do, we put it on social media. We put it on this. Okay, so he has to be very careful what he does in his videos, where he goes. Because I'm pretty sure, like I said, he has to have a number of years where he still has to be under parole. Okay, so he has to be very careful in what he does. And Marlon Jones is just expressing what he thinks. I'm going to read that one more time. Marlon Jones said, yep, he will get caught up in a RICO or violation. Let's hope not. Diamond Onyx is over there waving. Diamond Onyx said, if you're still in the chat, give us a thumbs up. TBJ, we here live. Thank you very much, TBJ, for joining the live. So let me give you all the list. This is the list of names for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations. Like I said, there's some pretty good names on there. I'm going to go through the list first, and then we're going to go through some of the highlights on the list. Mary J. Blige. Shout out to Mary J. Blige. I got to pause on that. Shout out to the Queen, Mary J. Blige. Shout out to you. Kate Bush. Devo. Foo Fighters. The Go-Go's. Iron Maiden. Jay-Z, Shaka Khan, Carole King, Fela Kuti, LL Cool J, New York Dolls, Rage Against the Machine, Todd Rundgren, Tina Turner, and Dionne Warwick. Woo! This is a list, man. When I first saw this announcement, and I saw Mary J. on there. Shaka Khan is on that list. Jay-Z. LL Cool J. Dionne Warwick. And Tina Turner. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't know how good I felt, man. Oh. And one of the stipulations for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is you have to have material that is at least 25 years old. Okay, so you have to have material that is at least 25 years old. Dionne Warwick is on that list, nominated. Tina Turner, LL, Jay, Mary J. Blige. This is an amazing list. I hope they all make it in when the final tally is done. But that's an amazing list. Let me know, let me know who you think does not belong in that list, if any. I'm going to go through some of the notables one more time. Hip hop, R&B, Mary J. Blige, Jay-Z, Shaka Khan, LL Cool J, Tina Turner, and Dionne Warwick. I would like to see them all make it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Who do you think may not make it in? Hit the comments. Let me know, who do you think may not make it in. Hold on a second, y'all. And tonight, like I said, we're expecting a call from Stack Jones live on the streets. This is going to be our live on the streets from New York City Addictions, yo. Stack Jones is going to call in live from the streets and give y'all what's going on here in New York City. If you haven't subscribed to New York City Addictions, go to New York City Addictions. Subscribe to New York City Addictions, y'all. They got all the New York City stuff going on. So Stack's going to call in sometime tonight. We're going to look out for that. So Bobby Shmurda's home. What are you guys thinking about that? Jay-Z sells 50% of Ace of Spades. He also has Rock Nation. He also has Tidal. Why do people hate on Jay to this day when he's doing such great businesses? This Saturday, y'all. This Saturday, D'Angelo versus Friends versus is coming. I'm not hearing none of y'all talking about that. Let me know what y'all talking about. How hype are you for the D'Angelo versus Friends versus? I'm not hearing anybody talking about that. I'm going to hit the comments one more time. So let me hit that. TBJ said we live. TBJ is live in the building. Thank you. Diamond Onyx says, yep, down for the count. Diamond, we gotta give you an alarm clock. We gotta give you an alarm clock so you can wake up to. I'll send that later. Marlon says they got Lil Wayne like that, and he sold his soul and his royalties. So Lil Wayne just recently did allegedly sell the Young Money and all of his catalog too. So that was a little bit fishy. I'm gonna read what Marlon says again. Marlon said they got Lil Wayne like that, and sold his soul and his royalties. Yo, we got Stack Jones calling in, yo. We got the call in. Hold on, let me get Stack Jones on the line, yo. Hold on, y'all. Stack Jones, you there? Yeah. YouTube. We got Stack Jones on the line from New York City Addictions. Stack Jones is on the streets of New York right now. Stacks, they can hear you. Talk to them. Wait. Whose birthday is this weekend? Oh shit! Happy birthday! All right. So what's going on out there in the streets of New York, man? Talk to the people. Let them have it. All right. Okay. Okay. How's the weather? How's the weather out there in Manhattan? What's it looking like? Yo, listen, this is Stack Jones on the line right now, yo. Stack Jones is out here in New York City Addictions. If you haven't subscribed to New York City Addictions, go subscribe to New York City Addictions. He got all the videos live on New York streets. Stack, the people want to know, Bobby Shmurda just got released. What's your views on Bobby Shmurda, Stacks? All right, so one more thing. I'm gonna let you go. One more thing before you go. This Saturday, 8 o'clock, is the verses between D'Angelo and Friends. How hype are you for that verses, Stacks? This Saturday, 8 o'clock. It's gonna be at the Apollo. It's gonna be at the Apollo Theater this Saturday, 8 o'clock. D'Angelo and Friends. What's your hype meter? 1 to 10. A 4? Wow. YouTube Stacks is a 4. Y'all hit the comments. Let me know how hyped y'all are for this. A 5.5. I like D'Angelo too, but why didn't they do it? I want to know, Stacks. Why didn't they do it on Valentine's Day? Why did we wait a few weeks later? Mm, mm. Okay. All right, yo, listen. Every week we're gonna have Stacks on the streets. This is Stacks from New York City Addictions. If you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, go subscribe to New York City Addiction. They're on the streets. Uh, All right, Stacks. Thanks for calling in. We're gonna look forward to your call next week as well. All right. Oh, I'm gonna hit him up later when we do the Knicks post game live. All right, stay safe out there. I won. All right, yo, that was Stack Jones calling live from New York City streets, yo. Really out there. He's really out there in these streets, yo. If you haven't subscribed to New York City Addictions, make sure go subscribe. Also, I want to say big shout out to Tonice Monet, man. Hold up, I gotta go to the chat. I gotta go to the chat and type this one up. Hold up. Hold up. Big shout out to Tonice Monet. Her album just came out. There are 5 tracks on there. If you haven't listened to Tonice Monet's new album, go check it out. I listened to it on Tidal. She probably got it on other platform, but I listened to it on Tidal. I'm gonna go to iTunes and try to download it as well. 5 tracks on there. The name of the album is Tonice, and my favorite track is number 5. So shout out to Tonice Monet. Let me hit the chat one more time. All right. So like Marlon says, they got Lil Wayne like that, and he sold his soul and his royalty. Yes, he did. Diamond says Mary J. Blige with Dion, Shaka, and Tina. Listen, that is an amazing lineup, man. I can't tell you how happy I was to see Tina, Dion Warwick, Shaka Khan. I'm happy as hell. Diamond said, I feel that list is valid. That is a very valid list. I agree. TBJ says Rakim is missing. Woo! Woo! Wow. I didn't think of that. Rakim. I did not think. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta agree with TBJ. Rakim deserves a nod for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Shout out to Rakim, man. Diamond Alex says, you named some great artists. There's a lot of good names on there. TBJ says, I'm not looking forward to it because there are some basic artists that said bad verses. So TBJ touched on something that I've been thinking ever since I heard that verses announced. And no disrespect to D'Angelo. I just want to repeat that. No disrespect to D'Angelo, okay? But I just personally don't think that D'Angelo has a solid 20 songs to go against another artist. Grant you, he's probably produced and written songs for other people, so we might see stuff he written for people, stuff that he produced, stuff like that. I understand. I just don't think that D'Angelo is a name that people were calling for, to see a versus. So I'm on the same page. I'm going to repeat that. TBG said, I'm not looking forward to it because there are some basic artists that's a bad verses. Diamond Eye says 1,000-meter rating is at play for the verses. D'Angelo and friends will hopefully include Maxwell. So Diamond Onyx is on the other side. She can't wait for this versus Maxwell. Shout out to Maxwell. I'm a fan of Maxwell. I'm a fan of D'Angelo too. He's cool. Big fan of Maxwell as well. So Diamond Onyx, her meter is over 1,000%. Diamond Onyx gonna be home dancing to this verses, yo, and she's gonna be looking out for Maxwell. Okay, we got Lady Lav in the building. Lady Lav, thank you for joining the stream. Happy holidays to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy New Year. Happy Valentine's Day. All the good stuff. Lady Lav says 5 years probation is a long time. Okay, so it looks like Lady Lav is saying that Bobby Shmurda has 5 years of probation. And again, we're going to go back to that. Okay? Just because Bobby has been released does not mean that he is totally out of all of this. Okay? A lot of these artists have tons and tons of years of probation. And like Lady Lav just said, 5 years. If he has 5 years probation, 5 years is a long time. So he has to make sure his team is on point. He has to make sure who he has around him is on point. Okay, because again, everybody has a phone in their hand. Everybody wants to go live. Everybody wants to record everything and put this stuff up. He may not even be doing anything and be in the video or in the shot, and somebody else is doing something, or he's close to someone that's a felon, or he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. So he has to be very careful moving around now. And if it is for 5 years, like Lady Lav says, 5 years is a long time, but it can be done. Okay? You look at Boosie. Boosie came home. Boosie's making his money. Boosie's now able to move around a little bit. Boosie's doing shows. Boosie's Instagram is popping. Boosie is making money on his Instagram. Okay, so it can be done. And again, I'm going to use Remy Ma. Remy Ma came home. Remy Ma had a bunch of years for probation. Remy Ma was doing her TV show. She was doing the show with Joe Button. She has her clothing line. She dropped an album. She had a TV show. So you really gotta have a good team around you. Bobby has to make sure and put a good team around him that knows how to keep him out of those things. Okay, Remy Ma almost got into it. She had like allegedly had a little scuffle with a young lady and she got sued. That was the closest I saw her get to getting in any kind of trouble. Okay, but Bobby Shmurda is not out of the woods yet. He definitely has a lot of years of probation, but he has to move smart because honestly, we all know they waiting for you to mess up. They waiting for you to mess up to throw you back in there. That's just how it is. Let's hit the comment section one more time. Jayla says, I can't even hear him. You gotta translate. Oh, sorry, Jay Boogie. We're gonna work it out where we're gonna have him in the mic. Had the call come in the mic. Sorry about that, Jay Boogie. Next time we're gonna translate that for you. Diamond Eye says yes. Congrats. Diamond Eye says 2-year porcelain doll, Tonice Monet. Shout out to Tonice Monet, man. Like I said, she has the new album out titled Tonice. There's 5 tracks on there. My favorite track is track number 5, the last track. That track is called Go Up. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, go on down, hit the PayPal link, support the channel. 1996 series. We're going to drop another episode to the 1996 series. We're dropping that hopefully maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. So we got another episode of 1996 series coming, man. You guys are going to like this one. This one's going to be really good. And don't forget to go check out the Raekwon versus AZ series we got going too. Raekwon versus AZ, man. Also, Jayla is correcting me in the chat. Let me read Diamond Onyx first. Diamond Onyx says, the friend invite will be epic, I bet. Yes, it will. They going back and forth. Diamond Onyx said, I gave you a hello up above, but you must have jetted for a moment. Jayla said, I can't find Tonice Monet on title. You sure you spelled it right? I probably spelled it wrong, but it's Tonice Monet. Let me get the spelling, yo. Hold on. Let me go to my title. Let me pull up Tonice. I got her album saved. I was bumping that earlier today, so let me go back to that. Hold on a second. All right, so it's spelled Tonice Mona Mona. So Tonice. I spelled it correctly. Thank you. All right, so don't forget, go check out Tonice Monet's new album. I love track number 5, Go Up. That track is hard. I'm gonna be bumping that for the next few days, yo. I'm gonna put that. That's already my rotation. It's already my rotation. I already got it in my rotation right here. It's already locked in, saved, so I can listen to that whenever I want to listen to it. Shout out to Tonice. So Jayla, search Tonice Monet. You'll be able to find it. So let's talk about the verses, y'all. D'Angelo versus Friends. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about the D'Angelo versus Friends versus, and I'm kind of concerned for it. Um, I'm just reading the chat right here. Jay Boogie says, I found Tonice Monet, and that track is only 4 songs. There are 5 songs. There are 5 songs on there. Okay, the intro. There's the intro. Track number 2 is 7 Figures. Track number 3 is That Guy. Track number 4 is Let 'Em Know. Track number 5 is Go Up. All right, so the album is called Tonice, and there are 5 songs on there. Intro, and then 4 songs. Song number 5 is Go Up. So yeah, so D'Angelo and Friends. I really, I'm really concerned about that verses, y'all. We're 2 days away from that verses, and the hype meter for that verses, as far as what I see online, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the hype meter is just, I don't know if it's there. I'm not seeing it. How concerned are you for this versus, y'all? Are you going to watch this versus? I know Diamond Eyes is going to watch it. Diamond can't wait. How hyped are you guys for this versus? Hit the comments. Let me know how you guys feel about this versus. This week's album of the week. Album of the week this week, we're going to go with one of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations. Album of the week, LL Cool J All World. This is LL Cool J's greatest hits album. LL Cool J All World. If you weren't here at the top, LL Cool J has been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There are 16 songs on this album. I absolutely love the color of this album. This color is amazing. 16 tracks on this album. LL Cool J All World. Slight little booklet. Open up booklet you got in there. All right, album of the week, LL Cool J. And the booklet is on the cover of the album. All right, so the booklet is tied to the cover. You can see that. That's the booklet there. It's etched onto the album. So, if you missed the list of nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there's some really interesting names on there. I'm going to go through a few. Miss Mary J. Blige is on that list. Jay-Z, Sean Carter himself, is on that list. Shaka Khan is on that nominations list. LL Cool J, Mr. Smith is on that list. Rage Against the Machine. We got Miss Tina Turner herself. Woo! And we also have Dionne Warwick on that list. Amazing list. This is some information on the inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm going to read this out to you guys right here. Inductees will be announced in May 2021. So in May, they're going to release the final list of who's going to make it in. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2021 induction ceremony will take place in Cleveland, Ohio this fall. Details and tickets on sale information will be announced later. All right, so those names, I'm going to go through the full list of names that's been nominated. These are just the nominees. You have to go vote. The committee has to vote, and then we're going to see who the final list is. I'm going to go to the full list. Mary J. Blige, Kate Bush, Devo, Foo Fighters, The Go-Go's, Iron Maiden, Jay-Z, Shaka Khan, Carole King, Fela Kuti, LL Cool J, New York Dolls, Rage Against the Machine, Todd Rundgren, Tina Turner, and Dionne Warwick is the entire list of nominations. And in May, we're going to get the final list of those that made it in. So if you want to vote, go to the committee, go vote. They're going to compile votes from the public voting and compile votes from the committee voting, and that's how they put together the final list of the people that actually gets in. I believe it's like 6 or 7. It's like 6 or 7 that gets in. I don't have the exact number, my bad. Yeah. So we're talking about Bobby Shmurda today. We're talking about Jay-Z selling half of his Ace of Spades. We're talking about D'Angelo and Friends coming up this Saturday. Let me hit the chat one more time. Daminar says, Ayo, this versus will at least include male and female artists. So that's important. That is very important. So I hope they do include men and female. Like I'm really interested to find out who this list of friends is. This is what I'm most intrigued about. And I know D'Angelo and Swizz and whoever's involved, they probably keeping that list just to keep people thinking, who's going to be there, who's going to be there, who's going to be there. So I get it. But I really want to know who are these friends that are going to be there. Diamond Alex already says she's looking forward to seeing Maxwell there. If Maxwell is there, thumbs up. That's amazing. We got Anja Mueller in the building. Anja Mueller, thank you for joining the stream. Anja Mueller says, cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers. So yes, I am very interested to see who this list of friends is going to be. Because, again, I don't know if D'Angelo has 20 songs himself to go against someone else, much less going against a list of friends. So is it going to be D'Angelo versus friends, or is it going to be just whoever's going against who? It's so confusing. I don't know how they're going to do it. Am I going to watch it? Yeah, I'm going to tune in. Let me hit the chat one more time. We're going to go back and see a little bit. Diamond says, Ayo, this versus will be at least include male and female artists. Let's see. Jay Boogie says, hype meter is 2. Ooh! Wow. Jayla says, hype meter is a 2. A 2? That's disrespectful. Not even a 5, not even halfway there. A 2. Let me finish reading this. Jayla says, hype meter is 2. To be honest, I know 2 songs from him. And who are these friends we speak of? That's the same question I'm asking. Are they going to be on time? Oh man. Who going to have us waiting hours? I'm laughing, but it's true. The last verses with Ashanti versus Keisha Cole, We were waiting over an hour for these ladies to show up. So I'm laughing, but it's really not funny. It's really not funny that these artists cannot show up on time for an event. And I get it. If the event is for 8 o'clock, you want to have some sort of entrance, some sort of build up. You want the people to wait and just anticipate your arrival. So maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes after 8, you want to get started. I get it. You all want to show up a little bit late. Your entourage comes in. You can see, you want to show up. People can see you in your nice outfit. I get it. But not an hour. Not over. Don't have us waiting over an hour. Don't tell us the event starts at 8 o'clock and you won't start till 9, 9:30. In fact, if the event says it starts at 8 o'clock, let me just say this. I was there for the Ashanti versus Keisha Cole before the event started on Instagram. Okay, and if I remember correctly, when Ashanti was laying herself to sit down in her chair, by the time Ashanti sat down in the chair, it was maybe 15, 20 minutes post 8 o'clock. And I believe there were over 500,000 people already in the live waiting. Okay, so the Ashanti versus Keisha Cole, before they got there, by the time Ashanti sat down, Keisha Cole came much later. By the time Ashanti sat down, there was over 500,000 people in that chat waiting. And this was only on Instagram. I'm not talking about the YouTube, people doing YouTube lives. I'm not talking about Apple. Apple Music have their numbers. This was just the Instagram numbers. So if you have 500,000 people sitting down waiting for you, and then you come an hour, come on, man. Come on, y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that. But again, I'm gonna read that one more time. Jayla says, Hype Meter is 2. To be honest, I know maybe 2 songs from him. And who are these friends we speak of? Are they going to be on time? Who are going to have us waiting for hours? I agree. And Andrea Mueller gives the fist pump. Thank you. Diamond says, Hova got investments out of this world. Heck, in sports and the corporate industry. That's right. Big shout out to Hov with Rock Nation. Big shout out with Hov for creating Tidal. And now big shout out for Hov with the Ace of Spades deal, joining the guys over there at Dom Perignon and Hennessy. That's a big move, man. Like, if you look at Hennessy as a whole, just Hennessy only, right? Hennessy touches a lot of countries. The Hennessy brand is very big. Okay, so now he's joining that brand where he can have Ace of Spades promoted alongside Hennessy. Dom Perignon has been around for a long time. Dom Perignon is a very, very, very big brand. Still to this day. And again, now he's going to be able to get marketing alongside these sorts of brands. This is a very big move by Jay-Z, and salute to him for that. Let's hit the chat one more time. So Dominic says, don't strain your brain bars. I get it. You're not a fan of this battle sing-off. It's not the fact that I'm not a fan of this one, Diamond. Is that there is concerns of popularity for me. Okay, a lot of people are still home. A lot of people that watch Versus want to sit down and reminisce from the times when these artists came out, when these artists were at their heights. And this is, again, you're right. This is personal. I just don't think D'Angelo had that vast audience. He has an audience. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he has that worldwide appeal like an Ashanti, like a Snoop Dogg, like a DMX. But to be fair, Jada Kiss and Fabulous did do a Versus, and maybe they're not that worldwide renowned. So you do have a point. So to be fair, but again, I'm not sure of what the friends are. Who are the friends? How is the versus going to go? Is it going to be D'Angelo versus everyone? Or it's just too much questions. And like I said, I've been scouring the internet for the last few weeks and I don't see a lot of hype behind it. So I'm going to tune in and I'm going to watch the numbers very carefully to see who's there before the versus starts. In the height of it, let's see what the numbers are in the height of it. Let's see how the numbers go between it to see how people come and go. So we'll see. We'll talk about that. Lady Laugh says, who is the friends? It's the $1 million question. Who are these friends? But again, I think I know what they're doing. They're just making it a mystery. They're making it a mystery so that now that we're all talking about who are these friends, who are these friends, who are these friends, everybody's going to want to tune in to see who shows up, who's a special guest, who pops in, who pops out. So I get it. Lady Love, I'm with you on it. I don't know who these friends are, but I think I know what they're doing. James Escobar's in the building. James Escobar, thanks for joining the stream. James says, Raekwon can't rap. AZ got better bars and lyrics. This is something I've been going back and forth for the last few weeks with people. This is what I want to tell people about this AZ challenging Raekwon thing. Okay? No disrespect to AZ. AZ is a phenomenal artist. But outside of AZ's first and second albums, outside of AZ's first and second album and his work that he's done with Nas, outside of AZ's first and second album and the Firm album and some of the songs he did with Nas, it is not comparing to Raekwon's discography. It's not. AZ's whole catalog is not on the same level as Only Built for Cuban Link and Only Built for Cuban Link 2. It's not. AZ is not in the same reign as Raekwon that's making songs for a Wu-Tang group that has over 8 group albums. Wu-Tang has over 8 group albums that Raekwon is on. Wu-Tang Clan has 9 members. The Wu-Tang Clan has 9 members that made solo albums that Raekwon can take songs from those solo albums. Raekwon has done features for almost every artist in the hip-hop game since 1992. Stop playing with Raekwon, man. Y'all need to stop playing with Raekwon's name. No disrespect to AZ. But when AZ has to go into a catalog and pull songs to go against Raekwon, Raekwon can pull songs from all over the place. It's hard pressed for someone to tell me an AZ song that he featured on except a Nas song. Tell me an AZ song that he featured on except for Nas. Listen, man. This goes back in the same boat as verses that people don't want to see. I don't know. This will be a slaughter. If AZ goes against Raekwon, listen, I'm giving it a 17-3 if that ever happens. Let me hit the chat one more time. Let me see what you're talking about there. Diamond Alex says, I'm going to go back to Diamond Alex. Don't strain the brain. I won't strain my brain down. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to let you know what I think about the battle after it happens. I get it. You're not a fan of this battle sing-off. I'm going to watch it, Diamond. I'm going to watch it. TBJ says, yeah, I'm not tuning in. I'll just wait till you do a live stream after the verses. Listen, I also thought about not tuning in. I'm just being honest. When I saw the announcement, when I saw D'Angelo versus, I got underwhelmed right away. I was like, nobody. Who's asking for D'Angelo? That's the first thing that went to my mind. Who's asking for D'Angelo versus? And then I read it versus friends, and then I thought for a second. You know what? D'Angelo was well loved back when he was out. Okay, so he could probably pull, like Diamond Alex says, he could probably pull some good names, Maxwell and others. Excuse me. So I'm not doubting him to pull some good names. But here's the thing that we're not talking about here, right? Versus stop doing verses in the same room. As far as what Swizz said before the Ashanti versus Keisha Cole, they weren't going to do verses in the same room anymore because of they were concerned about Apple usually does their setup now, does the props, set up the whole room. Apple has all their cameras there, so they were kind of concerned with all the people that were going to be there on set. So they said that they were going to go away from doing verses where the artists are in the same room. So I'm thinking they're going to go back to D'Angelo is somewhere, and wherever his friends are, they're going to have their own streams, and they're going to go from stream to stream to stream to stream. This is what I'm thinking. Or they may as well all be in the Apollo. I don't know. Okay. I think it would be better if they're all at the Apollo location. But as far as what Swizz said right before the Ashanti versus Keisha Cole, they said they were going to go back to artists being at their separate location. This is what Swizz and Timberland said. So there's only one versus happened since then. So I don't know if they're going to keep that promise. But if they do a versus where D'Angelo is at Apollo and the friends are at their homes at their own streams, is it going to run smoothly? Like we've seen two artists from two different locations that can't get it together, that had streaming problems. So if you have friends, that means there have to be multiple streams that you have to be working with. So it remains to be seen how they're going to do it. So we'll see how that goes. James says Raekwon can't rap. AZ got better bars and lyrics. AZ does not have better bars than Raekwon. AZ doesn't have a song that challenges Ice Cream verse from Raekwon's Ice Cream verse. Lady Lash says, who are the friends? I'm asking the same question. James Escobar says, free R. Kelly. Oh, man. Wow. I'm not even going to touch that one, y'all. TBJ says Taylor Swift sold her masters for $300 million. Wow. Is this new? I didn't hear about this. I got to go look at this news if this is new. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's big. James Escobar says Fat Joe spanking Raekwon. Now what? Oh, man. I like Fat Joe. Fat Joe's my dude. But if Fat Joe goes against Raekwon, I'm going with Raekwon. TBJ says AZ hasn't done many features. I'm trying to tell people. TBJ says AZ and D'Angelo did a remix with DJ Premier. Okay. D'Angelo, man. Whew. So maybe AZ will come to the D'Angelo. All right, yo. We are that hour mark. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream tonight. Don't forget, this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is the versus, D'Angelo versus Friends. Are you going to tune in? I'm going to tune in. I want to see what happens. I'm not hyped for it. My hype meter is about 4, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 4. I say 4. My hype meter is really low on this one. But I'm going to tune in to see how it goes. Bobby Shmurda is home, yo. Let's hope he has a good team around him for the next few years to keep him out of the pitfalls of what's going on in this world today. Social media is great if you use it in the right way, but social media gets people in a lot of trouble nowadays. So I hope he has a good team around him to keep him straight. All right. Shout out to Jay-Z selling 50% of Ace of Spades to the Dom Perignon Hennessy guys. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Shout out to all the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. Shout out to my boy Ho. Hope you make it in. And don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You want to support the channel, hit the support link down below. Don't forget the 1996 series. We got another one coming for y'all, man. Let me know how you guys like the 1996 series. We got a few videos for the Raekwon versus AZ. We got another one coming soon, so don't forget to go watch those Raekwon versus AZ videos. We got new merch coming, y'all. We got some new merch coming. It's still cold here in New York, but we got some sweaters, not hoodies. We got some sweaters coming, some more stuff coming. So you guys keep your eyes peeled. We're gonna announce a video soon with all the new merch. So the new merch is gonna be coming soon. Don't forget to go check out Tonice Monet's new album titled Tonice. I know it's on Tidal. She may have it on her other platforms, so go check it out. It's called Tonice. There's 5 songs on there, and my favorite song is Go Up, track number 5 on there. Let's hit the comments before we go one more time. So TBJ says AZ and D'Angelo did a mix for DJ Premier. Lady Laugh says Ray all day, Raekwon all day. That's facts. Lady Diamondonics says thanks, Onslaught Tree. Diamondonics, thank you for joining the stream. I know you were sleeping before the stream started, so we're gonna send you over an alarm clock to make sure. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, Diamond. Jay Boogie saying good night. We over the hour mark. I want to thank you for joining the stream, y'all. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Send this channel to anyone you think wants to subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys